I was about 10 or 11 and I heard someone playing the organ while we were having lunch outside. So I just walked into the cathedral and there was nobody else in there except the organist practicing. He really let rip. I just thought, well, that'd be fantastic to have that as a job. So that's why I do what I do now. I'm Andrew Lucas and I'm called the Master of the Music here. And I've worked here for 26 years, just over. St Albans Cathedral is a really special place.
On this hill, 1700 years ago, a Roman citizen gave his life to protect an asylum seeker who was fleeing, and he helped him escape, and he did that by giving him his Roman cloak. And when he was challenged by the local authorities, he wouldn't tell them where that priest was, nor would he recant the faith that he had. And so on this hill he was executed, and since that time this has been a place of pilgrimage, and today we still welcome refugees and asylum seekers among us.
It's got a sense of something that's way beyond normal life. I'm reminded constantly when I look at the Saxon pillars and the Roman bricks and the Roman capitals on some of the columns in the transept, that this building has been here for over 1,000 years, and it's hopefully going to be here for another 1,000 years. It feels like the right moment to retire. I feel like I'm at the apex of my career.
Working with Andrew Lucas has been just amazing. He is the maestro here in both the choral tradition that we treasure here, the English choral tradition, and also in community engagement way beyond these walls to this county and diocese. Andrew's offered extraordinary leadership and grown and cared for thousands of young musicians who come through this place. My name's Jo Kelly-Moore and I'm the Dean here at St Albans, which means I'm the senior priest, and so I supervise and have responsibility for all that goes on here in the life of this cathedral.
Like most cathedrals, music is definitely at the heart of pretty much everything that we do, everything big that we do. When I was in year 1, I started singing at the parish junior singers. That was almost like the feeder into the cathedral choir. And then I auditioned and I joined when I was 7, and then I was in the choir until I was 13. You get presented a piece that you may not necessarily have seen before, and just seeing your general ability to pick up things. See, there's loads of education while you're in the choir.
Children do come to a lot of rehearsals before and after school, and they're committed to attending services on weekends, Saturday afternoons, Sunday morning and Sunday evening. So it's a big commitment for them and a big commitment for their parents.
My name is Albie. I am a chorister here at St Albans Cathedral. It's quite tiring having to wake up so early. Like, especially in winter, when you wake up it's dark, when you go home it's dark.
Try to stay off it, just so my voice sounds as good as it can.
Knowing that I'm going somewhere where I enjoy what I do, it's very good. My favourite thing is probably the music. It's really amazing stuff that we produce, and I also love working with the people, so my friends and Mr. Lucas and all the clergy. None of my school friends are in the choir. Some of them are a bit like, why can't you see me on the weekend? Like, what's so big about choir?
So you go in before school, learn the pieces, go to school, come back and sing them, and it just has to be right, essentially.
Another hard thing is missing like all the after-school activities, so I have to miss football training because of choir, and also homework is kind of hard to fit around the timetable.
On an average weekday, I get up quite early. I'm in the cathedral by 7:30 in the morning. At 7:35 we start a rehearsal with the boy choristers.
You can be a chorister until year 9, so if you joined in year 3, you'd be made up in year 4, and then another 5 years until you probably leave because your voice is breaking.
But what I notice with these children is that they really get into the team and they enjoy it. They enjoy the challenge of learning the music and performing to a high standard.
Slowly, so you can feel where your tongue is. And 2, 3.
The cathedral has quite a wide variety of music making now compared to when I started. We have 4 choirs, the boys and the men. We have an equivalent girls' choir, and we have a parish choir, and we also have a youth choir of ex-choristers.
When you join the choir, you're what you call a probationer for the first year or so. You're assigned a choir uncle. John Ellis was my uncle, kind of like a familiar face, you know, someone you can talk to.
I feel like there was lots of responsibility in it. When a new boy joins the choir, then they're allocated to someone probably around year 5 or year 6, and they will kind of take up the role of looking after them. I was actually a choir uncle, I think about 3 times, but Albie was the main probationer that I had, so you get to show them the ropes, essentially, that you were showed yourself. That's really rewarding.
So they do very quick learning of the music that they sing, and they turn it out day after day. They don't spend weeks and weeks and weeks preparing for a concert. They sing every day. I think a family of musicians is Andrew's legacy here, who reach for excellence in all that they do. They look after one another, encourage one another, and they reach for the stars. Singing here and in choirs teaches us so many life skills, teaches us about being part of a team and working with others. It also teaches us a bit of organisation.
As a chorister, we learn to work on a time schedule that's quite tight. And I think now, when I'm obviously doing A-levels and you have to learn information quite quickly, that really helps me because it's nothing new, it's nothing that I haven't done before.
Being a chorister isn't just the music. These are skills that children will need in life. How to be strong, how to apply themselves. They've got the toolkit to transfer them through life.
They're not all. Some of these are from BMI, that tells you how many times your record has been played, and that's for 6 million. It was one of the most played records in America. My name's Rod Argent. I've been a musician all my life. I came from a very working class family, or I come from a very working class family, that lived on the New Greens estate. My dad, from the age of 17 to the age of 83, was a semi-pro dance band leader. There was a lot of music around, and my mum was very keen that I should join a choir. I really didn't think I was going to get in, but I did, and that was my entry into St Albans Cathedral Choir. I remember the very first time I walked into the Abbey for the full choir rehearsal on a Friday evening. I heard this beautiful dissonant music and I thought, this sounds absolutely wonderful. I remember exactly what it was. It was a Magnificat Nunc Dimittis by a composer called Eben Rubra. To me, it just sounded absolutely magical. It's like nothing I'd ever heard. Immediately, I was having access to music that would not have been in my consciousness. In 1956, I'd been introduced to Elvis singing Hound Dog, and that equally knocked me out. And there was something in me which didn't differentiate. It all felt like music from the same well to me, water from the same well. Choir gave me a background in the most wonderful classical music. I never thought that that would cross over to inform anything I was doing in rock and roll, in the band, but it has. I was lucky enough to write the Zombies' first #1 record in America. I found out many years after that Elvis had 3 of our records and my songs on his jukebox. Good music is an eternal truth, I think.
I think singing is very important for everyone. It makes you feel good when you sing, and it's a team thing that you can do if you're in a choir.
Singing is important to me, and I think to anyone who sings, because it is an incredibly empowering thing to do. It's very good for physical health, but also it's proven to have extraordinarily good benefits for mental health.
I feel like there's probably some psychological or science behind the endorphins released or something. There's something very different about the teamwork element of it, and actually knowing that you're part of a much bigger picture when you're singing with other people.
My name's Roger Mullis, and I'm a lay clerk at St Albans Cathedral. We have a rehearsal on Friday night. We sing the Evensong on Saturday, and the Eucharist on Sunday morning, and Evensong on Sunday evening. It's very special to me because I've sung in the choir for 30 years now. It's a very spiritual place to sing in. It's a very loving and warm place. We've got a lot of friends here. It's always a joy to come here and sing here.
St Albans Cathedral is absolutely the centre of the community here. It's a beloved place, this cathedral and abbey church.
Music is an international language. It brings together people from all communities. It binds everybody together. It's the one thing that we can all share and understand the language.
People who've been in choirs, joined community choirs or sung in cathedral choirs, all talk about how transforming that is.
Music shortcuts everything. It skips past politics, it skips past all the ways that we are divided. It feels particularly now in a world that feels more and more polarised, that we do something that reminds us of our shared humanity.
I think shared communal experiences are very important, and if a large audience can react to a piece of music, it's something that can be very important to them, and they can remember years and years later.
The music that we sing is written to be sung as kind of a congregational and a collective act of worship, and being part of that bigger picture, especially when you're so young, is really, really nice. It's really, really rewarding.
So the heritage, I think the composition of choral music would have many stories to tell. And I think if you take the service today, we're getting people together and expressing themselves and feeling they belong.
We see all sorts of nations, diverse nations coming together, and music is a common denominator for them. For me, music has always had a very special part of my life because it transcends both education, creation, and the development of people's humanity, if you like.
Singing gives you community. That's probably its biggest gift.
It's a very interesting question whether music, choral singing, is in decline.
We've seen a change.
When I was young and at infant school and primary school, every day something was sung in a school assembly. That's all sort of changed over the years.
I think choral music has been in decline over the last half a century in particular, especially at a local level across parish churches.
I think it's really important to support cathedral music and church music generally to ensure that it doesn't decline, because it's a very important part of British life and it's a very important piece of spiritual support.
Priorities have changed in education. There's pressure of time, pressure of financial resources.
We live in a society that approaches religion in a different way than it did 100 years ago, for example.
Classical music and choral music in particular, some of the very best of it has come from a very long time ago. And if we ever lost music completely, it would be an extraordinary loss for the whole human race, I think.
Music plays an important part in worship and liturgy. And a lot of people come here really for the music. And if the music were to die, I think the cathedral would die.
I think there is a natural familiar element or a homing element to songs like Jerusalem, tunes like I Was Glad, what we would describe as absolute bangers. Loads of the songs that we see as traditional hymns are based in that choral tradition, and it's so ingrained in our monarchy, in our political system.
The Music Trust is incredibly active and are also looking at new ways of engaging young people and giving them the means by which they can study. Good study is expensive, but there are lots of trusts and foundations now supporting education.
And the trust is very important because it supports us. I'm a Dowd lay clerk, which means that the funding for my position has been provided by benefactors to the trust. And that's for in perpetuity, and a number of us are in that position, and a lot of the choristers are as well. And it means therefore that we are able to keep on singing here for hopefully as long as the building stands.
I'm often surprised when I go to the Netherlands that they have concerts of choral evensong. And you pay to go to a concert of choral evensong. The richness of the music, and again, of people coming together to sing together, is profoundly important.
The truth is it's something which can contact and influence all of us. It's always been the case. I think there's always been something in this country, to some degree, of it being for a selective audience. And I think that's a real shame, because when people get exposed to, beautiful things, they sometimes really react to it in a beautiful way.
The International Organ Festival was founded in 1963 by Peter Herford, and in 1963 the organ here, this wonderful organ in the Abbey, was restored, and it had a new voice. It had a classical voice, unlike many other romantic instruments often found in English cathedrals. The cathedral is the very heart of the festival. It was founded here. The greater part of the competitions are here in the cathedral. The organ is centrepiece. It still remains one of the great organs in the country. Over 1,000 competitors have come to St Albans over the years. And when you look at the roll call of the winners of the competition, they are just legendary names. And the relationship with the cathedral is very special. It's actually the thing that identifies the festival, this wonderful building and the community around the cathedral.
I'm Pete Latanka. I'm a trustee and a professional musician. I've been a trustee for about 7 years or so, and I've been working closely with the local community, putting together projects with them and in collaboration with them. As human beings, what binds us all is our innate creativity.
So the outreach programme works with the Hertfordshire Music Trust. They go into different primary schools over a period of about 6 to 8 weeks and teach them pieces. And then there will be a final concert where they come and sing with the choir, and that gives them a chance to actually experience what it's like to sing in a cathedral.
We as cathedrals work together hard to ensure that choral tradition is well maintained, but also here at St Albans, into the future, we want to continue to help local communities value that. Our choristers come from around 25 different schools. So in all those places, we're growing young musicians.
Sometimes it feels like there's a confusion that we're doing something philanthropic with this outreach stuff, and I never view it as that. For me, the outreach department is really us as an organisation, as a body, remaining curious and making sure that we don't miss anything. So if we have these kind of rising stars of the future, or even present stars, we're absolutely capitalising them and inviting them into this magnificent building. I always just keep thinking about the Human Genome Project. Human beings are 99.9% genetically identical. And I think that thing of being able to really lean into that idea of what binds us, and not if your path to God is this way, or if your path to God is that way, your path to God is that way, is actually to be able to not get divided by that stuff, but to be able to look sideways and say, how amazing that we all have these incredible pathways to God.
Each note is a vibration, basically. You could change one of the notes and it would bore people to tears. You could change it in a slightly different way and it could move people to tears. It's a way of people communicating without quite understanding. It's on a level which is not always conscious, but that information has gone through and it's affected them, and it binds people together.
I'm looking forward to retirement. I've been working in cathedral music for a very long time. I started singing in choirs when I was 7, and I feel it's the right time for someone else to come and take the music on to a new level.
We're very excited that Will Fox is coming to join us. From everything we've seen of him, he's a very exciting young musician.
My name is William Fox, and for the last 6 years I've been at St Paul's Cathedral in London. I was attracted to St Albans, I think, by the excellence of the music. It's had a long-standing reputation for very good music. I also think it's quite a special place. It's a very friendly, open, warm, welcoming place, and you get that feel as soon as you come here. My vision is to keep the excellence going, to sharing the tradition that we have with people who wouldn't encounter it otherwise. So it's working with schools and churches and music hubs to try to share what we do with them. Externally from the cathedral, I think it's about making known what we do here. So it's about making sure that people know that they have this world-class choir at St Albans. Singing in a choir for choristers at this stage and at this level is the most transformational opportunity. It's something that I experienced. It's about these young people operating at a professional level, really. To the Music Trust, I would say thank you for all the work you do and for the generosity that you show, because I don't think that music would be anything like as strong as it is here if it were not for the presence of the Music Trust and its support. I'd like to say to Andrew, thank you for handing everything over in such good shape and in good heart. Have a long and happy retirement and come back here often.
It'll be very sad to see him go. He's been here for almost as long as I have. It's been an extraordinary career that he's had with us.
Mr. Lucas, of course, is one of the, if not the longest serving Master of Music that the Cathedral scene. And in his time, so much has changed. He has really been that solidifying force at the centre of his cathedral.
He'll leave behind him what the cathedral stands for, the really good sense of community and friendliness and amazing music values.
To think of Andrew retiring and handing it over is a massive moment, not just for myself, but I can feel for here within this cathedral.
It's been wonderful. He's both a great musician and a good friend. I feel that I've been nurtured as a singer because of his musicianship and his care for cathedral music and church music.
The transformation of the choir to what it is now and the reputation that it has nationally, globally, continentally. Mr. Lucas makes lots of people feel very, very good about themselves and about this cathedral. I think that's definitely going to be his legacy for many, many years to come.
My hopes for the cathedral music in general is that it flourishes. Nothing stays the same, but I would love to feel that in 10, 15, 20 years' time, there would still be a choir singing the services in this wonderful place, and that's what I really cherish about it.
Making music connects community. So for all those reasons and the extraordinary English choral tradition, which people admire around the world, we need to keep singing together.